What is it about this Carroll team that's impressed you thus far in 2018?
I think it's our brotherhood and our family that we have as a team. Every practice we're out here, we're playing together. Everybody just does things outside of school. It's what we do outside of the football field that keeps us together. Our brotherhood that we have, not even just on the football field, but outside, is what we've been doing. That's why we have such good chemistry on our team.
Taking a look at last week, how do you bounce back? Because I know that wasn't the performance that you wanted on Friday night against Northrop.
Just working hard. We're going to be better every day. That's one thing that Coach Dinan has preached and instilled into us, just to be better than we were yesterday. So today we're going to be better than yesterday, and so on and so forth.
Obviously, defense will be important, as it always is each week, but definitely important in a game against Bishop Dwenger this week. What defensively do you guys have to do well against what the Saints present on offense?
We know that they're going to be a run offense, so our run defense has to be top of the notch. That's how they've always been for however long they've had a football program. They're going to be a run first, run it down your throats type of team. So for our front four and our middle two have to be as best as we've been all year.
When you take a look at the SAC race, anything can happen. Everything can happen on a Friday night. That has happened, really. It's been crazy this season. But for you guys to stay in that conference championship discussion, this is a must-win game for you. So how do you approach this game as a team, not just in reference to this Friday, but in the big picture overall? It's a big one for you.
Yeah, our mindsets are the same as every game. We're going to treat this game the same as we have Northrop, the same as we treated Lures, Snyder, everybody. So, this game really is just another game on the table. We're going to be circled on everybody's calendars, and that's something that we take pride in. But, we got to set our own table in order to win out. So that's just what we're going to do from here on out.
What has impressed me has just been we've just been a full unit. And no matter what anyone says, we're working our butt off in the practice field and out on the game. So it all depends on what we do.
As far as this offense goes, what are you guys working on this week? What are your biggest points of emphasis as you lead up to taking on what is a very good Bishop Dwenger defense?
Our emphasis is literally just playing as a whole, not caring what anyone else says, bringing a hypeness for our team.
Obviously, last week was not the result that you guys wanted against Northrop at Spooler Stadium. How do you bounce back from that, and how does that inspire you? How does that fire you up to get ready for, a team that now maybe people are doubting that you can compete with?
We have first it starts on the practice field, so we're going to bring it 150%. I'm going to have to bring up all my players. We're going to have to play as a whole. Offense and defense has to work together.
I think the only other game where people thought you might be an underdog this season was the Snyder game, and you went out and proved a lot of people wrong. How much do you draw on that experience going up against another one of the elite SAC programs this coming Friday?
Honestly not caring what anyone else says. We're going to play our game. We're not going to if we lose, it's going to be our fault. No one else is going to outplay us. We outplay ourselves.
For you, over 500 yards receiving through 4 games, putting up some big numbers, you and Gavin as a good combination. What is it about that passing game that, you weren't here last year and Gavin was playing receiver last season? How have you guys kind of hit the ground running, and what is the key to that, combination?
Yeah, our key is it helps to have a good running game too. So we can hit you with the run game, or we can hit you with the pass game. So we have the defense on their heels no matter what we do.
Final question, what are you most looking forward to about this Friday night's game?
Go out there, have fun, and just beat them.
A big week for you guys. What is the focus in practice this week as you get ready for another big game in the SAC on Friday night?
The focus is very simple. It's to be better today than we were yesterday, and that includes, better play on Friday night than we showed last Friday against Northrop. But that's an everyday deal. That's better on Tuesday than you were Monday, better on Thursday than you were Wednesday. You have to improve. We talk to our guys about being the best version of themselves every day, being elite. That's the definition of elite. And, as we talked about in the summer, being 1% better. And so all those things, that's our focus every day.
When you take a look at this team, last week notwithstanding, what have you really liked about this team? Because you guys have played some really good football so far this season.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with the tenacity of the kids, with the high character of the kids. There's been adversity at times, without each game, being down, coming from behind. And the kids have showed great resolve. We've got great senior leadership, very pleased with that. And kids that have stepped up, that had to come on the field and play, whether due to injury or moving up the depth chart, I'm very pleased with what they have done as well.
What is it that's allowed this offense to really hit the ground running this season? Because you look at guys that are playing either bigger roles or getting their first significant snaps on a Friday night for Carroll at their position. You know, Gavin at quarterback is a new starter at that position. Camdyn is a new starter for you guys at receiver. Rhett is now kind of finding his own way. How have you guys been able to gel so quickly and make that unit so effective on Friday night?
Well, that's the byproduct of great work in the off season, you know, in June and July, and lifting in the off season, you know, in January through June. But you know, the summer is a great advantage to us in Indiana now. You know, we've got all those days, you know, 12 contact days, you know, that we're allowed to, you know, practice offense and defense and learn how to tackle better. And we're seeing that we're reaping the benefits of that, and we're seeing the results of that too. You know, but you got some guys that, even though, you know, like Gavin Vogt, you know, that seems like he's stepping onto the field for the first time, but he's seen a lot of experience, you know, through previous years and understanding the offense, you know, whether it been playing receiver last year or leading the offensive quarterback this year. And the great job of the coaching staff too. You know, our assistant coaches do a tremendous job of being specific with his kids on, you know, on every detail of their position, and everybody is doing a tremendous job.
When you take a look at the last time you guys faced one of the kind of traditional SAC powers, you guys beat Snyder by 24 points here on your home field. Do you draw any confidence or experience from that you can use this time around when facing, you know, a number 1 ranked team in 4A in Dwenger?
You know, without question, you know, you always have more confidence when you have success at doing something, you know, and that confidence breeds courage in what you're doing within your group too. So that, yes, it is beneficial. You know, but we also take, you know, away a lot of lessons from a loss against Northrop. You know, a lot of lessons of, you know, we've got to be better prepared. We've got to play harder. We've got to practice better. You know, we've got to be ready if I'm that next man up to be able to be on the field. But you know, Dwenger being a big opponent, you know, and big player within the SAC, you know, it's a big night, and we've got to be at our best.
Final question, what are the biggest keys for this Friday night for you?
You know, it seems cliched, but we've got to control the line of scrimmage on both sides. You know, they want to run the ball. They've got a physical offensive line, offensive linemen that are very good size, and you know, we've got to be able to defend the run first. On the offensive side, you know, it's the same deal. You know, can we control the line of scrimmage to have a good blend of run and pass, you know, and have timing with the pass game that we've had in the past, you know, and play hard on special teams and make a difference there as well.